Good evening, I'm Desmond Saunders, and welcome to the Bahamas Tonight. We're continuing to provide full coverage for you on the aftermath of Hurricane Dorian. Portions of Abaco at this point will be prohibited from rebuilding for the next 6 months at least. That's the word from the Ministry of Environment and Housing. And with aid pledged from so many sectors of the globe, questions arise as to how it will be used in rebuilding and how will displaced residents be accommodated. Those are some of the issues the nation's chief tackled today, speaking with reporters at the Office of the Prime Minister. Jimmy Nita Swain joins us live. And Jimmy Nita, a very extensive meeting with the nation's leader today.
Extensive indeed, Desmond. The Ministry of the Environment and Housing has issued a prohibition build order for the Mud, Pigeon Pea, Sandbank and Farm Road communities in Abaco. The restrictions take immediate effect. The Prime Minister, the Most Honorable Dr. Hubert Minnis, says the decision is more for safety reasons. Additionally, he says considerations are being given to a memorial of some sort.
Buildings on those areas were inferiorly built, and they were a setup for disaster, flooding, hurricanes, etc. And they were not built with any safety codes, and individuals' lives and health was in danger in those type facilities. And we want to ensure that individuals are properly housed in proper facility, not exposed to all the elements, etc. So we're discussing the matter at Cabinet now. We think it may be appropriate to declare those areas some form of memorial site in respect for those who would have died in those particular areas.
Aid continues to pour in from all sectors, but while unable to give a tally on the total received so far, this is what the Prime Minister had to say.
We have added additional staff to NEMA. We've added an accountant there, and we've added additional financial staff so as to monitor, do the necessary invoicing and auditing of what is received. Then in addition to that, we have a private accounting firm or team that would do the necessary audit to ensure that everything, all invoices are there, accountability, transparency is there. And they would report regularly to the nation as to the monies that were received and how the monies were spent. So we have overt accountability, because the one thing I don't want nobody calling me no thief.
The Prime Minister also speaks to the transitional move that will first accommodate those engaged in rebuilding.
You must rebuild, and they must be a part of that. They were employed there also. So to move, they are presently in shelter, and we're presently discussing the establishment of a man camp. The man camp would be able to house all staff, personnel, individuals, contractors and their staff, so that they can rebuild, clean up the island, etc. But we must also have what we call a tent city. It's not like the standard tents that you may be familiar with, but a tent city would have bathroom facility. Each unit would have 2-bedroom facility. You have recreation facility. You have facility for police. You have dining facility, cafeteria facility. So it's really a city.
Now, while not providing a timeline as to how soon the relocation process would begin, he did explain why it's important.
We feel that it's essential to move the individuals from New Providence back to this environment, but everything, inclusive of schooling facility, educational facility. And that can only remain for a certain amount of time, because after 6 months a year, those individuals will become agitated and want to move into a different type of facility.